we are in another topic. Broiler starter feed using pineapple pea, 100 kg feed formula. This is this particular content, and I will advise you to watch the end. Make sure you don't skip any track at all, so that you get the accurate calculation for this particular feed formula using pineapple pea West. You know that pineapple pea West is almost free. If you go to any place, they keep all these dusts, all this where they sell this peas, all this pawpaw, pineapple, melon. If you go there, under their table, you see it filled up. In the evening time, they call barrow boys, pay them money to pour the thing away as dust bin or as a waste bin. So why don't you make use of it and reduce the cost of your feed? Now let me show you. This is the major two ingredients we're going to use here. This is pineapple peel meal. You can see it. You're seeing it here. This is have this little quantity so that you have an idea of how it looks like. You can see it. You're seeing it here. This is how it looks like. I think it will amaze you how we produce these from this pineapple pea. You can see it here. You're seeing it. Now, this is another one. This is called Distiller's dry grain. This is from all these local people that produce this local drink. They call brukutu in the northern part of Nigeria. This is the West from this Guinea corn, depending on what they use. But remember that they used to ferment it. After fermenting it, they now grind it. After grinding, they now use it to produce their local drink. This is the West. For them there, this West is an added advantage to them. So they don't sell it at a very cost price. A bag of it, I think now is about 5,000 naira. I think a bag is about 5,000 naira and it's about 100 kg. If you buy 100 kg by 5,000, whereas when you finish formulating the feed, a kilo of feed is more than 800 naira. So you can see that this is very cheap to help you to reduce the cost of it. And because of the fermentation process that has undergone during the process of producing this drink, so this waste now has very high protein. You see it here. It has a very high protein, up to 40%, because of the fermentation process that has gone through this particular plant. You see, now it's very lucrative and it's very viable for poultry feed. These are the two major ingredients we're going to make use of. Others will now join them, but these ones will help to reduce the cost. Now, this is free. We have it in large quantity. We have it up to 200 kg here now, already processed for the next feed we're going to meal. We meal it here. This one meal here also. You can see it. I just brought this little quantity for you to see it so that you have an idea of how it looks like. You can see it. See the meal here. These are the two major ones we're going to use up. So, and they're almost free. Others will now join them. We'll now buy others and add. This one will go to drop the cost of the feed. Let's go there. Corn, you know, is almost 40 to 60%. Here, this is starter. Let's make use of 50 kg of corn. We're going to make use of corn. We're going to make use of soya bean. We're going to make use of this Distiller's dry grain. We're going to make use of pineapple pea here. This pineapple pea is the major ingredient in this particular feed because this is the one we did not spend double to get. So the next one is fish meal. The next one is corn bran. The next one is rice bran, bone meal, salt, lysine, methionine, and blood meal. That's what we're going to make use of in this particular feed. We're going to make use of about 12 feed ingredients. And remember, it is not compulsory that you must make use of these 12 ingredients. You can make use of 6, 5, but you must make sure that you have plant protein, animal protein must be there. Then you have carbohydrates, you have fats, you have fiber, then you have minerals and vitamins. These are what will make. And remember also that broiler finisher is 18% to 20%. while broiler starter is 21 to 23%. So anything you get within that limit is enough to take care of the growth and weight of your broiler within a short period of time. Let's start. Number 1, broiler. Broiler starter. Feed using pineapple pea. Pea. For 100 kg. We are looking for 18 to 20% CP. This is what we are looking for in this particular formula. So join me, let's go there. Now, number 1, you know that corn is the major ingredient in any livestock feed. Corn. Number 1, corn or maize. 50%, 50 kg. Number 2, here we're going to make use of soybean. Soybean here, let's reduce the cost of the soybean so that this feed is going to be very cheap. Soybean is the plant protein. Let's use 3 kg. 3 kg. The next one is going to be this last dry grain, which is the one I showed you here. West. This last dry grain west. We call it number 3. This last dry grain west. We're going to make use of it here. 5 kg. Then number 4. Number 4 here, we're going to make use of the main pineapple peel, which is what I've shown you here. This is the peel meal. This is the one we have already processed. I want to show you how it looks like. You can see it here. Pineapple peel. Let's make use of pineapple peel. 15%. It's going to be high so that the cost of this feed is going to drop well, very well. 2 kg, which is at the same time 15%. Anything fish meal is going to reduce so that the cost of this feed is going to drop. Let's use 3%. Number 5, fish meal, 3 kg. So the cost of this feed is going to drop. Number 6, corn bran. Corn bran is this west from corn. The west from corn is called corn bran. If you want me to show you the corn bran, I'll show you. Number 6. This is the one they call dusa. That is the corn bran. When they peel off the skin of that corn, that is corn bran. It's mixed up with the corn jam. So it's the outer layer of the corn. It's a west. So even you can go to the machine there, a bag of it, which is that weighs almost 120 kg, you can get it at the rate of 10,000 naira. Now, corn bran is, let's make use of 5 kg. It's a west, corn bran, 5 kg. Number 7. Number 7 here, we're going to make use of rice bran. All this is what I'm using here is west. Rice bran. Rice bran is also, if you go to rice mill, when you know that rice comes inside a box. So when they peel off that skin of that rice, that outer layer of that rice, it's not edible. That is what we call corn bran. That is what we call rice bran. Then the other one for the corn is the one we call corn bran. So rice bran is also a waste from rice mill. Let's make use of 5 kg. Number 8, I'm making use of all waste. Number 8, bone meal. Bone meal, bone and meat meal, because that bone has little quantity of meat in it. That's why we always call it bone and meat meal. Let's make use of 3 kg. If you go to a slaughterhouse or where they sell meat under their table there, you get enough bones. And those bones, they don't sell it at a very cost price. You come home and prepare it in your farm. How do you prepare it? You dry it properly well and burn it. After burning it, the waste is what we call bone meal. Now, the next one is Salt. Salt is very cheap. I think salt is one of the cheapest things in the market right now. Salt. Salt is almost little. Let's use 1 kg. Now, number 10 here is the lysine. These ones are additives. Lysine, 0.5 kg. Methionine, number 11. 0.5 kg. Now, number 12, let's use the blood meal, which is to fortify. Let's use higher, because of all these ones are low. You know, all these ones are very low, and that blood meal is very cheap also. It's very cheap. If you go to slaughterhouse, they pour it inside and push it inside river, inside bush. So if you know how to process it, if you don't know how to process it, and if you want me to make video on how to process the blood meal, drop it on the comment section. I will tell you how to process the blood meal and the bone meal so that you can easily buy them from the slaughterhouse and prepare them in your farm. And that is very cheap and superb. Very cheap. It has very high protein content, up to 90% crude protein content. And at the same time, one good thing about it is that it has protein and it has lysine. Lysine is one of the major additives in feed that give you maximum growth within a short period of time. So let's use 9% or 9 kg. Now let's calculate all and see what we are going to derive from this feed. Now, as usual, this will give us 50 times yellow corn. We are using yellow here. 10% good protein. That will give us, divide by 100. That will give us 5. Number 2, soybean. Soybean is 48%. That will give 3 times 48. Divide by 100. That will give us what? 1.44. Now, next one is this last dry grain is very high in protein, up to 40% crude protein. That will give us 5 times 40. Divide by 100. That will give us 2. Now, the next one is pineapple pea. Pineapple pea is very low in protein, but it has high vitamin, it has high minerals, and it has energy also. So, and it also has fat. But here, we're going to make use of it to drop the cost of the feed. It has 4.20% crude protein. This will give us 15 times 4.20 divided by 100, which will give us 0.63. 0.63%. Now, the next one is fish meal. Here, we're making use of the fish dust, which is 50%. We're going to make use of the fish dust, which is about 50. Okay. Now, because we used low value here, let's use higher value. And other ones, in orange peel, we use fish dust. In watermelon peel, we used fish dust. Let's try the higher value of imported fish, which is 72% crude protein. Let's see how it's going to. Now, this will give us 3 times 72 divided by 100. See, 3 times 72 divided by 100, this will give us 2.16. That's what it's going to give us. Now, corn bran. Corn bran is only 10% crude protein. This will give us 5 times 10 divided by 100, which will give us 0.5. The next one is rice bran. Rice bran has 10% crude protein. This will give us 5 times 10 divided by 100, which will give us 0.5. Then we have meat and bone meal. Meat and bone meal is 50% crude protein. That will give us 3 times 50 divided by 100, which will give us 0. That is bone. That is, this will give us, this times will give us 15, 0.15. That is 0.3. Okay, 50, please. That's 150. That will give us 1.5. 1.5. Because 3 times 50 is 150. 150 divided by 100 will give us 1.5. This is what we have right now. Now, let's add up. This plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this. Add this, add this, add this. This will give us what? 21. What of our blood meal? Have we? Where is our blood meal? Yes, this is our blood meal. This will give us 9 times 90 divided by 100. This will give us what? 8.1. Now we add this. All add together. Can see it. This will give us what? 21.83. 21.83% crude protein. This is a very good starter feed for broiler using pineapple peel. If you look at this feed here, you can see very well that the pineapple peel has dropped the cost of this feed. Look at it properly well. You can see the board. Here now, 50 kg. Here now, we have this last dry grain. This is a waste, which will make our feed very cheap. Then pineapple peel here is a waste also. Here we have it. We didn't buy it. It's free. And another one here. Okay, I didn't make use of eggshell here. I didn't make use of eggshell in this particular feed. So you can see that this feed is very cheap. We have 100 kg, and this 100 kg is very cheap. If I should calculate the price based on the market value of all these products, you see that this feed is going to be cheap, very cheap. So thank you for watching this video to the end. Please, if this is your first time of coming across this channel, tap subscribe right now. Subscribe immediately. Once you subscribe, don't just leave it at that. Make sure you activate that notification bell so that anytime I release an interesting topic like this, you will get notified by this wonderful app. And at the same time, please do your best to share this video to reach other farmers. This is the only way, this is the only gift you can give to this family, by sharing the video, liking the video, give it a thumb up, share, comment, drop your comment. All these topics is not in my budget, but it's based on the request most of the viewers and subscribers dropped on the comment section, and I'm able to prepare. Right now, you can know that you have derived something from this. So if you have enjoyed this particular content, give it a thumb up. Make sure you share it. See, I come with the broiler finisher feed using the same feed raw materials, loading very soon. So if you have watched this, the next video that's coming, watch it. You'll see the finisher feed. I don't want to join it so that the video will not be too long. Watch the finisher feed so that you get the full value of this. If you're a poultry farmer, you can now formulate your own feed, formulate your broiler feed, formulate your finisher feed at a very cheap rate using all this waste. You can see it. They are very cheap. You are welcome back. Now, let's feed the chickens with the feed we have just formulated. You can see the old chicks. You can see them now taking the feed. This feed will continue from this till this is their second day, to continue to the third day, fourth, fifth, sixth, till the third week. Right now, you can see them. This is the first day. You can see the third week. This is a very good formula for them. You can see them. This is the first day of their life, and this is the third week. At the end of the brooding, this is what we got with this feed formula. And this birds, as at now, is weighing 1.8 kg. By 5 weeks, we'll be getting 2.8 to 3 kg. So you see that it is a very good feed formula. And you can now convert your waste to wealth in poultry, and at the same time reduce the costs of feeding your poultry and livestock animals using available raw materials. Thank you. Watch the finisher loading soon.